Just get the date, that's all you need.
August the 24th, 1986. And it's a miserable cold day for August. We're at the Smith farm, which is just off Dixie Road. This farmhouse was built, to the best of our knowledge, about 1840 by some of the stonemasons who had finished building the canal, the Rideau Canal, and they built several houses in this area, basically the same plan. When we bought this place in 1969, no one had lived in it for 25 years, and it was just at the point of being ready to fall down. So we have spent all this time rebuilding it and refurnishing it, trying to keep it as much as possible in the style of the 1840s. Now we walk down, take a look at the place.
This is the shed.
This is the shed on this end. The middle part with the windows, that's what they called in the olden days a summer kitchen. And we are running it into a family room. The house is completely stone, as you can see, and the walls are 18-inch thick with a square cut stone on the outside and a rough wall stone wall inside. Air space in between. When we first moved here, this was all pasture, and we've gradually turned it into lawn, as you'll see. Vegetable garden over on the left. My daughter was raking the grass yesterday, and it started to rain, so she left everything right where it was. I'd take a look at the various rooms. What is known as the summer kitchen. And when we came here, this ceiling, there was a ceiling here, plastered and lath, and there wasn't any fireplace there. So we tore the ceiling off and opened it up into a cathedral type and had the fireplace built by a chap up in Athens who did a very fine job. The bricks, my wife and I went and tore down an old schoolhouse about 8 miles from here and cleaned the bricks and transported them home, and he did the building. But that was a big job, getting the bricks out of that old schoolhouse.
He's just.
Fire should be gone.
Yes, it should be. Somebody tell us something funny if we're going to be.
Was in those days the general kitchen, and there was a big cook stove sitting here. The chimney went up from there, of course, and I bricked that wall and put the Franklin stove in. The brick wall gives it protection. The outside walls have been all insulated by using 2x4s and 4 inches of fiberglass and then drywall inside. The floor is from pine trees cut on my son's property about a mile away. We cut the trees, had them sawed up into boards, had the logs sawed into boards, had them dried for a year, and planed and down. They're all down with screws and wooden pegs. kitchen. It's made up of 2 bedrooms. We took the partition out and put everything in here. The cupboards were all handmade, local pine. Parlor, and we decided that we'd turn it into a downstairs bedroom. You'll notice the piece on the ceiling, which is where the lamp was hung in the olden days. The beds are what they call cannonball beds. This chest here is came from Scotland. It's very old. The other chest is what is known as tiger maple. Notice this window has not had the casing put on it yet. We have just finished insulating this room and papering it. This is just one of the bedrooms with a Jenny Lynn bed that came from New Brunswick. And another tiger maple chest. One of the large bedrooms upstairs. This is the upstairs hallway. It's a little bit messed up now because we've been insulating the far bedroom. The blue room. Most of this last week insulating this room. We still have to do a little work on the window, and then of course the walls will have to be papered. Of the house, as you'll see, the shed has not been painted, left in its natural state. Cupola I put up there about 2 years ago, bought it at an auction sale. The weather vane was given to us by